I didn't realize how good Expressive Iteration was either.
Nuts card. Very, very good.
And then it splashes in 4 mutagenic growths.
I guess that's a good question. I've actually I've never, excuse me, I've never played with Snoop. What do you know? What kind of decks he's gonna have? No, it's me.
QR is not even showing for some reason. Where is this supposed to be? I have blue, but I don't have like the blue things.
All right, we are live. What is up, internet at large? It is your pals, the MTG Thoughtcast. We're playing some Commander tonight. Getting it going here. Doing some bracket 3 with some homies from the old Discord, which I forgot to link in the chat, and I'm gonna have John do that while I do this.
Yeah, I can.
Can you send a Discord link in the chat and I'll pin it?
Oh yeah. Yep. Let me.
Moderator John to the rescue.
I got you.
But yeah, said we're hanging with some Discord homies here. Top left corner, we've got Snoop from our Discord. Snoop, say hey.
Hey, what up?
That's Snoop. Top right, second in turn order is me. Third in turn order, bottom right, is our good friend Fish, also from the Discord. You may also know him from a handful of guest podcasts. We've seen Fish around once or twice. A stream regular, I would say.
I bet that.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Love being here.
And then bottom left is John, your host with the most.
Your boy. I sent you your link.
Oh, nice. Oh no, sorry. I need to like sign in to do it. Can you just send it into the YouTube?
YouTube doesn't allow you can't do links in chat.
Dang. All right, let me sign in real quick. This probably is not as hard as I'm making it out to be.
Yeah, because I posted it, but you probably didn't see it.
Oh, do I know the password off rip? I know the password off rip.
That always feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Our YouTube password sign in is.
No one would ever guess it. Okay,
Oh, that's
now
the
I
password.
can get
No
it.
one would ever
Now
guess
I
it.
can
All
get
right.
it. Thank you, John, for your service.
Try every combination of Thoughtcast and numbers. You
That's
might
right.
get it.
Joke's on you guys. It's 1111. Cool. Discord link is posted.
What's that old acronym for like fact or fiction? It was like EOT FOFGG or something like
Yep.
that.
Dang, I forgot about that. Well, we've got turn order here. We've got players. We'll start grabbing some hands. But Snoop, you want to tell the good people what you're playing?
Yeah, sure. I'm playing Will the Rut Cleaver, and essentially I make a lot of zombie tokens,
Oh, he is prepared.
and I just want him to die.
Love that. Love that.
Yep.
I will be playing O'Hare Axonil. This is I call it O'Hare Axonil, the prison warden, but it is a burn list. It's as many instances of deal 1 damage to everybody as possible, and using O'Hare to crack that open. Next after me, Fish, what are you playing?
I am playing Winter Cynical Opportunist. I'm looking to mill my library as much as possible and bring back some creatures at end step. Sometimes not at end step with other abilities that are not Winters.
That's exciting. John? Last but not least.
It's your boy. The mayor is coming down into town. This is Camball, Profiteering Mayor. In my deck, I call Tokens of Gratitude. The mayor himself is we're going to be doing tokens on our own board, but then I'm also going to be doing game effects to make sure everybody gets tokens, and I will be profiteering off of them.
Lovely, lovely. That was a good elevator pitch for that. Snoop, I think we all are. Well, Fish might still be getting a hand here.
I am still getting a hand.
Snoop,
I
by the way,
did
don't
one
forget,
more.
Snoop, add your commander up
yes.
into your bar up there, please.
Give a quick little look at each of them.
Yeah, you
Camball.
Yeah, we'll keep this one.
perfect. My bad. My light was too
Alright, it should be there now.
I got a new desk lamp, so my lighting situation is quite nice.
Yeah, it looks nice and bright.
That's always been an issue of mine, but I actually think I could go a little more that direction. That feels a bit better. Sweet. I
I've
think
got a
we're all
good
good. So Snoop, whenever your heart desires,
All right,
Whenever the
I'm gonna
cards
drop a
speak to you.
turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping as well.
I'm gonna play a swamp and then pass turn.
Lovely,
The
lovely.
classic swamp. pass.
In response, I'm gonna concede. I'll draw for turn. I will be playing this Autonomous Furnace tapped, and pass a turn for me as well.
I will draw. I will play a command tower. I will tap that for a soul ring.
Oh boy,
And
that's
I
turn 2
will
winter.
pass.
Here
Yeah,
we
that is
go,
a turn 2
boys.
winter.
Land, Lotus Petal.
You know, if it wasn't me, I'm glad it was you, Fish.
Play basic planes and pass.
All right.
Well, we've got public enemy number 1.
The self-mill deck always is.
Yeah, literally. You want to play with 2 whole
Island and
hands?
pass.
Heard that.
That's my lights.
I will
Sorry,
draw for
yeah,
turn.
that's much better.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Mountain. And I'm gonna do, this is gonna seem strange, but I'm gonna exile a Simian Spirit Guide.
In response,
Oh, to exile
I'm
a
gonna-
Simian's.
I'm gonna swap.
Oh yeah,
cycles
yeah,
on
sounds good. I was like, whoa, dude.
Like, this is bracket 3. What are you doing? Whoa. Oh, it's a swamp card. I can do any swamp?
Yes,
Let me actually go get
Troll of Khazad-dûm is real good, dude. Can I continue what I'm doing while you're
Yeah,
doing
you
this?
can do it. You're doing
Okay,
it.
sweet. So I have a red mana floating, and then
I
for
just wanted
3
to scare the crap out of you.
mana, I'm going to play Hazaret's Monument. Played that right on Ruby Medallion curve. That's cool. Let me actually search this for the stream.
I'm disappointed that monkey isn't gonna hold a sword.
I know. Hazaret's Monument is so it's a legendary artifact with red creature spells I cast cost 1 less, and then whenever I cast a creature spell, I get to rummage. Passing the turn.
I don't think I have. Why don't I have a? I don't have an overgrown tomb in here.
Dang, dude.
I'm an idiot. That or it's in my hand and I just don't realize.
Embarrassing. Peasant. No overgrown tomb, peasant.
Yeah, I've probably got a proxy somewhere that I can throw in here. Untap, upkeep, draw. Yeah, I want to play a forest and tap for 4. Play winter.
Sweet.
Death touch. Whenever he attacks, I mill 3. If I have delirium at the beginning of my end step, I can exile any number of cards from my graveyard, and if they're with 4 or more among them, and then one of them comes, a permanent card can come back to the battlefield.
Dope.
Me. Oh, you shouldn't have. I play this basic swamp and tap for 2. And it's our boy Alice Ilcor, Sadistic Pilgrim. So when I have another creature enter, I gain a life. When I have another creature die, each opponent loses life.
Joseph,
Nice.
what is the card on your board?
It is a Hazaret's Monument.
Oh, I just look at the stream and it's pulled up.
Yeah. Are you
All right,
stream
I'm gonna
sniping
draw
me,
for
bro?
Turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna play an island, and then I will tap for 3. I'm gonna play Argyle of Thraben.
Yeah, dude.
Whenever this creature or another zombie you control dies, look at the top card of your library. If it's a zombie, you may put it in your hand. I need to reveal it and then put it in my hand. Otherwise, I can put it in my graveyard.
Ooh, so good.
I will pass.
Sick ass card, dude.
Is there a way to pass turn on?
Yeah, if you just press space
Yep,
bar,
yeah.
it passes the turn. But I
Right.
got it.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Cool. So I drew for turn. I will play yet another mountain. And let's just throw out my boy, Osier Axonil. Any responses to the Ojer?
Nope.
Sweet. As I cast him, I get to discard and draw. So I will discard a mountain and draw a card. Pass the turn. So he's a 4/4 with trample. If a red source I control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than his power, it deals that much power instead. And then when he dies, he turns into a land.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good. I
Yeah.
am going to play a... Yeah, I'm going to play the Swamp as my land for turn. Excuse me. I am going to do a black, a green, and 1, leaving 1 floating here for a Nyx Weaver. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill 2 cards. And then I'm going to do a green and 1 for a Rampant Growth.
It's still gonna be good. Rampant growth?
I'm going to go grab another... Let's just grab a Forest. And then I'm going to move to combat. I guess I got to wait since there's an attack trigger until I'm done shuffling. Joseph, Winter's coming at you for
Nice.
2.
Death touch. Yeah, I will certainly take that.
All right, on attack, I'll mill 3. It'll be Grizzly Salvage, Demonic Covenant, and Woodland Cemetery.
Nice.
End step.
Oh
Smells
boy.
like delirium to me.
I'm going to grab a land, this Kindred Enchantment, and the Troll of Khazad-dûm.
Yeah.
The Troll's back.
God, I love the troll, dude. He's so
So that
boring, but
is-
so exciting.
Yeah, he can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures, and he's a 6/5.
We call that Mega Menace.
Yeah.
It's like Megamorph,
I'll pass through my end step trigger.
a
obviously.
real magic mechanic.
I got one of those in that scroll treatment from one of those collector boosters.
Oh,
Sick.
that is awesome.
I'm kind of coming around on. I'll be honest. It looks a little bit better in paper.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The big black bars on the side are still kind of intrusive, but it's okay. We learned to love it. Basic Plains. That for 3. It's your boy, the Mayor.
Hello,
My
Mayor.
commander. So, like I said, just a quick refresher what he does. Once a turn, whenever 1 or more tokens are created under my opponent's controls, I create tapped copies of those tokens. And then just in general, when I have 1 or more tokens enter under my control, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life.
Nice.
Ellis sees Campbell, so I gain a life. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right.
Ellis says Death Touch, but I ain't swinging him.
Yeah.
Oh, I did forget to mention this troll has a finality counter on it.
Ah, the final troll.
Until I get nesting grounds.
That comes later.
Stupid interaction.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to play Mortuary Mire, even
Ooh,
though I didn't
tap
take my
land.
graveyard. Yeah, kind of sucks. And then that is actually insane. I'm gonna have to pass.
Yikes.
Yikes!
Well, I will untap and draw. Alright, Field of Ruin. Okay, here's what we're doing. It's Kumano faces Kakazan. It deals 1 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker they control, except it's actually 4 damage to each opponent because of
Alright.
O'Hare. So everyone's getting knocked for 4.
Donks.
Then Sorry, just checking some powers around here real quick.
That's on lore counter 1 now, yeah.
It is on lore counter 1. Yes, thank you, John.
My pleasure.
I forgot that it has other abilities. I'm gonna be real with you.
The only thing that this cares about is that 12 damage it just did across the board.
Yeah, literally. I'll hit a Wayfarer's Bauble, which I'm sure I will crack later. And then for 2 mana here, I'm going to play Searing Blaze, targeting John and Elysil Core. So it'll be 4 damage to you, John, and 3 damage to Illis. He gains life. I can't have that.
Yeah. Ellis doesn't trigger himself either, unfortunately.
Nor.
To the bin!
And I kind of like this blocker. So I'm going to pass.
Alright, untap. Upkeep. I have Nyx Weaver. I'm going to mill 2. That'll be a Stitcher Supplier and a Grapple with the Pass.
Lovely.
And then I'll draw. What is in here? What is in here? Some fun stuff, maybe? Sure. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to play Reliquary Tower as my land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll do a black +2 for Into the Pit. I mean, look at the top card of my library at any time. I can cast spells from the top of my library by sacrificing a non-land permanent in addition to paying its other costs.
Sick.
I'm going to do my right here and do that. And then I think I'm going to move to combat.
Heard.
The troll is going to come at you, Joseph, and Winter's going to come over at you, Snoop. On attack, I mill 3. 1, 2, 3. It's Blossom Snarl, Demolisher Spawn, and a Mind Stone.
Nice.
How
Troll
much damage is Winter?
2. With Death
How much
Touch.
toughness does he have?
He's a 2/5 with Death Touch.
I'll take 2.
Troll is 6, right?
Yes, and can only be blocked by 3 or more creatures.
I don't have that.
I can look at the top card of my library.
Mono
Ooh.
red. He's only allowed 1 creature at a time.
Dang, we got some viewers right now. What is up, everybody?
Yeah, how's it going, people? What else do
Watch
I
us
want
suffer.
to do?
For anybody jumping
What was
on,
on
we're just
top
playing
right?
some Bracket 3 Commander.
I'll
do a quick Commander overview while Fish is taking his turn.
I will move to my end step, actually.
Winter's about to do Delirium stuff.
Yeah, we can only. I don't know if I am right now. Yeah, I probably should. All right, let's get rid of a land.
Easy one.
Instant, a sorcery. Well, actually, I don't need to get rid of that. I can get rid of this enchantment creature. So I'm exiling Blossom Snarl, Grizzly Salvage, and Demolisher Spawn, and the spawn's going to come back. The spawn reads Delirium. Whenever it attacks, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in my graveyard, other attacking creatures get +4/+4 until end of turn.
Can you tell me the name of that card? One more time.
Demolisher Spawn. If I need to move the
Oh no, you're good. It was pulling it as a Savannah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wish it was the Savannah. Let's be real.
There's Demolisher Spawn. Sweet.
That's funny. It was pulling as a Savannah for me, too.
The art.
There you
There's
go.
something Savannah-ish about it. Of the
Isn't this
Savannahs.
Is that the white green?
It is the white green one.
Go ahead, John.
Lovely. Boop. Let us play real simple. is just gonna be Scoured Barrens, gain a life, and pass.
Wow.
All right.
That is a simple
Yeah.
turn. Gain life. I
Yep.
can't have that.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna play Swamp. Then just gonna tap for 4. I'm gonna bring in Will.
Ah, Wilheld.
I'll do that. I think I'll pass for now.
He's passing.
Yep.
Back to the prison warden. All right.
Choosing not to sack a zombie at your end step.
I don't know, because I don't want to sack.
That's
Urkel.
fair.
I'm just not gonna get anything from him.
That is fair.
I can look at the top part of my library anytime.
I will draw. And then put Kumano faces Kakazan up to number 2. So my next creature spell gets an additional counter as it enters. For a red, I will play Runaway Steamkin. It will trigger a discard and draw, which I don't think I'll do. And it'll enter with an extra counter. Beep. Which is really helpful for the Runaway Steamkin. That's shocking, actually. For another red here, I will play a Gibbering Fiend. Not doing a draw discard, cast a red spell that gets counter. As it enters, it will deal 4 damage to each opponent.
Alright.
And then I think the last thing I'm going to do is crack this Wayfarer's Bauble, which I'll do off turn. Because I don't think I'm going to combat at anybody. Negative. Yeah, passing turn here, I'm going to go Wayfarer's Bauble.
Alright, I am going to...
Nice. Right
Move my
on the
turn.
bottom.
Attack, upkeep,
Ooh.
trigger Nyx Weaver.
But I have a
will
second
build
to
two
find a cool
cards.
mountain.
It's a Dark Moss Bridge and a Grim Flare.
Good one.
And then I'll draw for turn. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle this Tranquil Thicket. Discard it
Thick.
and draw a card.
You ever think about how thick it is, dude?
It's a thickety hit. No. I'm gonna play a Golgari Rock Farm as my land for turn. I'm picking up this forest. And then I think we're gonna move to combat. Let's see if we got Delirium. I think we do land, creature, artifact, instant sorcery. Yeah, we got it. We got Delirium, so
I'll
Yeah.
respond at the beginning of your combat.
sounds good.
Beginning of your combat for white black, I'm gonna do D Spark on the spawn, that
Alright.
enchantment creature.
It's disposed.
That was definitely the right thing to do. Because everything was getting chunky. So now priority goes back to me before moving to combat, right?
Yeah. Like I guess the timing I would have done on that would be I guess-
At the end of my end step or at the end of my pre-combat main phase, moving,
I-
right?
Yeah, I get. I mean, I get. Beginning of combat, you can respond to things.
Oh, okay,
you're,
cool.
You're in
Sounds
your
good,
beginning of combat now.
Then
yeah.
never mind. I won't go back. I'm going to swing the troll over at
Revenge.
Joseph. You're getting the troll.
I'm
and
getting
then
the troll.
John, you're getting Winter. Yeah, you're getting Winter, John.
Yeah, that's
Attack
right.
mill 3. I'll mill a Culling Ritual, a Vampire Nighthawk, and the Swarm Weaver.
Ooh, love the Swarm Weaver. Dude, you got Nyx Weavers, you got Swarm Weavers. This is Weaver Kindred.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
We're playing baskets tonight.
All right,
Basket
and then
3.
This is, bracket 3, basket 1.
Second main. Let me look through here real quick.
Very curious.
I'm gonna tap for a black, and I'm gonna reanimate, targeting the Swarm Weaver. I'll lose 4 life. When it ETBs, John, you can go ahead and get 2 black and green insect creature tokens with flying.
Hooray! When I get those, each of you lose a life and I gain a life.
Yes.
Bonk.
Insect, black and green, and fly. And then it has Delirium. As long as there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, insects and spiders you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch.
Sick. Insect, black, green, fly.
Yeah. And it kills. I will move to my end step.
I have 2 of them.
2 end steps?
No, 2 bugs.
2 end steps sounds amazing.
Really does. Hey, there's a
Artifact
legend
land.
from Final Fantasy that does that.
Sorcery and creature.
It's worded very cool because it's like a 6 mana, it's double blue for whatever, and it's on your end step. You blink something, and then if it's your first end step, you get another end step, which means you blink it
Yeah,
again.
that sounds awesome.
So it's double blink of something on the end step, which is already dope. And then anything else that has end step triggers an additional time as well. Very, very sick.
On my end step, I'm going to bring back this Stitcher Supplier. When it ETBs, I'll mill 3. Then we'll
Oh, that's the
hollow-
worst thing to have a finality counter on.
Yep, it's fine though. Whisper Silk Cloak is my last one.
It's more mill.
What?
Well, it just won't die. It'll get exiled. So I was just getting the ETB trigger.
Yeah, finality counters erase ET or death triggers. Little known sneaky bit there.
The ideal thing is to have a black land and play that on turn 1.
Interesting.
Oh my god, yeah. Any black self-mill deck knows that Citrus Supplier is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah.
That thing will churn through quite a bit of your deck into your graveyard.
All right. Who wants to do something freak? Oh, these are on tap.
Me.
Who wants to do something freaky?
That's some freakiness.
I'm ready for some freak, dude. Let's have a freak off. I heard those are cool.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna do this now. This is cool. All right. 2 of
Poorly
the black.
timed Diddy joke. That's my bad.
No, it was
Figure out-
hilarious.
All right.
Dear
get ready-
stream,
get
I'm
ready-
sorry.
Get ready for this hilarity. Here we go.
Hit me.
It's our good friend Saw in
Oh no. Okay.
I would like to saw in half the Swarm Weaver.
Oh. Oh.
Oh
Oh
jeez.
God, no.
So what's gonna happen is it's gonna get destroyed, and then when it dies this way, you create 2 tokens that are copies of it, except their powers and toughnesses are half rounded
Yeah,
up.
so they're 1/2s.
Yep. So they'll become 1/2s. And then they're still legendary, so you'll have to do your legend rule as well. But specifically, enter the battlefield effects on them still apply. So what's going to end up happening is when you create your 2, Camball will also create me 2 tapped. That those ones have the same attributes that yours are going to have happen to you. So
And then you're gonna get also my 4 insects.
no. I get just the Swarm Weavers. Camball's only once a turn.
Oh,
Thank God.
So he sees the Swarm Weavers first. But
Oh,
the two,
okay, yeah.
the 2 Swarm Weavers I make
Still produce
create
4.
bugs.
Yeah.
Yes. So I
So we'll
believe
lose 2. You'll gain 2.
yeah, so I believe end result here is I create 2 tapped Swarm Weavers. One of them dies to Legend Rule. I keep 1. Each of those create me 2 insects. That gives Camball 3 instances of 1 or more tokens coming in, so you each will lose 3, and I will gain 3.
Sweet. I will lose 1 more life.
John, I'm gonna be real with you.
lost joy.
That's the coolest play I've ever seen you play. Number 1 on the list. The legend rule, it's so sick there. Saw and have someone's legend, they still only get 1. You get the ETB of both. Chat,
pretty
are we
dope.
clocking?
That was pretty dope. Big brain. He may be the
Turn.
Oracle, but he's
I will-
also Rayman.
Yeah.
I will pass turn as I create my tokens. John's out here galaxy braining.
For real, that was dope.
And we have literally the same things on the board. A Swarm Weaver and 6 bugs.
That was awesome.
All right.
Except mine's also a 1/2.
Tap for 5. And play Horde Wings Cab.
Mm.
So all my zombies gain flying. And then whenever 1 or more zombie you control deals combat damage, 1 or more of your opponents, you may draw cards equal to the number of opponents dealt damage this way. If you do, discard that many cards.
Sick.
Yeah. I'm gonna send our goal over at John.
He's got a bunch of. Well, he doesn't have Delirium, does he?
John does not have
John, you
delirium.
probably don't have Delirium, so.
Instant creature. Nope, no delirium.
Okay. So he doesn't have.
Is it gonna hit him?
He's got.
Do you have any
6
flying,
1/1
John?
He's got 6 1/1 flyers.
Oh shit! Never mind. I need to send it over to someone who doesn't have flying.
I don't
I
have
think
flying.
Joseph does have it.
Well,
Hello, it's me.
I wanted to send it over to John because he has the most life, but
I feel it.
damn.
I get
Well,
it. I mean,
sorry, Joseph.
I'm a loaded gun right now as well. Just so the table knows,
That's the thing, eh?
these life totals are not scary to me. We are in like
Uh,
end game range for me.
Yeah, so you're gonna fuck me up if I send it over to you.
I mean, I'm gonna fuck you up either way. That's what
All right,
I'm saying. So you might as well attack me.
We're all gonna get screwed, is what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. If I'm taking one of you out, I'm taking all of you out.
Are we about to like take 26 damage next turn, or?
No, not necessarily, but just so you like, I am a threat still. Don't feel bad about attacking me, is what I'm saying.
If I attack you, if I don't attack you, I'm getting fucked regardless. Is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah, you
All right, so
either
I'm gonna-
will
I'm
be
gonna attack
targeted
you.
or collateral damage. There's no
Yeah,
other
I'll,
option.
I'll attack you for 3,
Sounds great. I'll take 3.
and then so I'm gonna be able to draw 1 card.
Any of y'all care if I remembered to forget to play my hidden Necropolis as land for turn?
I saw
No,
it.
you're good.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It was there.
And then I will discard Zombie Master.
Oh, dude, that Zombie Master is like my favorite art of that.
Ooh, which one is it? Hold
Oh,
on.
dude, I have
It's the one that
Oof.
came from the Aether Drift precon. Look, it's literally Swamp Walk.
So
I have that one as well, but I switched it out
that
because it
Fire.
just doesn't look like a magic card when you play with it.
yeah, Zombie Master looks correct.
Yeah, the
All right,
art on
so I
that is
will-
fantastic.
I'm gonna
Art
pass
appreciated.
turn.
Did you do all your stuff from Oh, you drew and then discarded Zombie Master?
Right, hold up. I'm not gonna pass turn yet. I'm gonna sacrifice Argyle.
Sweet.
And then from Will Elf to create a decayed zombie. So which would trigger first? Is it
the Archghoul will trigger first?
Himself dying?
Yes.
Yeah,
because it sacrifices it to put Will Health's trigger on the stack. So then Archghoul will go on top of it and it'll resolve Archghoul and then Will Health trigger.
Alright, if it's not a zombie card, it just stays on top, or do I put it in my graveyard?
Graveyard, right? You can choose to reveal it. Let me read it.
If it's a zombie card, you may reveal it. But it's not a zombie card.
Got it. You can't reveal it unless it's a zombie card. If you don't put it into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard.
So if you don't want that card on
so
top,
if it's not a zombie, but also not something you want to put in your graveyard, you can just leave it on top, and we don't have to know what it is.
All right. I sacrifice with Will Out anyway, so I have to draw it.
Nice.
And then specifically, when you make your decayed zombie token, Camball will also make me a tapped decayed zombie and drain everybody for 1 life.
All right, Joseph, don't deal 25.
I'll try not to. I will untap. You did pass turn, right?
Yeah. I'm at.
Archghoul with Wilheld is such a good combo. Getting to like decide, you just get the choice of whatever you want. It either goes to graveyard, goes to your hand if it's a zombie, and then you draw a card, or you get to keep whatever you wanted to draw and just put it in your hand anyway. That's good stuff.
Yeah, you don't even have to reveal it.
Nope.
Unless you really want to see that extra, like draw that extra card, then you do it.
All right. So
I did kind of spoil it, but
drew my card for turn. Kumano faces Kakazan, flips over into this 2/2 with haste. And if a creature dealt damage by a source I control would die, exile it instead. All right. For 4. I will play Fiery Confluence, which is choose 3. I can choose the same mode more than once. Its modes are deal a damage to each creature, deal 2 damage to each opponent, or destroy target artifact. So I will choose to deal 2 to you guys 3 times, which will result in 12 total damage from the O'Hare boost. So 12 to each of your faces.
All right.
That also puts me at Delirium. I have land, instant, artifact, sorcery, so now the Gibbering Fiend's Delirium is online. So much Delirium this game.
Yeah.
You never thought that the mono red deck would be pulling out Delirium, you know?
Well, I mean, there's Dragon Rage Channeler.
Right.
There's a small amount of Delirium.
So now Gibbering Fiend says, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if there are 4 more types among cards in my graveyard, it deals a damage to that player. So on your upkeep, you will take 4 damage. Passing the turn.
Wait, so who's taking 4 on their upkeep?
Everybody is. So if it starts with fish,
right now.
4 damage right
Nice.
now.
I'll also mill 4, or 2, not 4. Formless Genesis and Ishkanth Griff Widow. And then I'll draw for turn. Come on.
I think we should collectively agree to kill Joseph by next.
I don't think you're wrong.
I told you, man. I said I am still a threat right now.
It's violent, dude.
This is-
well,
That was what I wish I had that
O'Hare
Polisher's Claw.
chooses violence. Violence is his only operation.
All right, I'm gonna tap for 3 and play this Commander Sphere.
Joseph only knows one mode, and it's Rage.
Yes. I rarely start the night with mono red burn, but here we are.
Disappears for 3 months with no streams, comes back with a
Bow,
fiery
bow, 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 bow.
All right. Sorry, I'm thinking here.
All good, man. Take your time.
Let's have this for a green. And then sacrifice it
Heard.
to draw a card. Oh, that's a card. That's a card. Not good right now, but it's still good, right? Yeah. I have not played a land yet this turn. That's good. I'm gonna do that now with a forest.
Very nice.
Then I'm going to, yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna do a green +3 to plot a railway brawler.
Plotted.
Now the real trick is going to be, do we get back to your turn?
I don't think so.
You guys will make it back to. Oh, well, maybe not.
Yeah.
You guys will die to pure pyromancy.
Sure. Let's move to combat.
This is
I didn't use this
pure
green
strength
mana.
build.
I'm gonna untap one of these to use this green mana that I had floating here for plotting the railway brawler. Yeah, let's move to combat.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to. I'll do. I want to swing winter just to fuel more stuff, but I don't think I should. Yeah, why not? I'll do the troll, winter, and 6/2/2 flyers over at you, Joseph.
Phew. Well, I certainly will have some blocks.
I will mill 3 first. Broodheart Engine, the Twitching Doll, and Arachnogenesis.
Yes. So how much damage is it total? God, there's so much flying
6
stuff on the
plus
board right now.
12.
What's going on?
It's 20 total.
Well, okay, so I have to do blocks. And I can't even really block
This
the
has to
troll.
be blocked by 3 things.
Yeah, I
So
see
I know
that.
that's that. And then you've got 6/2/2 flyers coming at you in winter. It's 2/5 with Death Touch.
So 20, if I block the troll, I take 14, and then die to John. I think this might just be it for me. I mean, what's my option here? I block with Steamkin, Gibbering Fiend, and the Etching of Kimano. Block the troll, I take 14. Or 12? Wait, if I block Winter, oh, they're 2/2s. So that's 12 plus 6 is 18, and I die. So I have to triple block the troll and take 14. Believe that's what has to happen here. So triple blocking there. I mean, I guess I could block Winter as well, but then I've lost my entire board.
I don't think it really matters though, because John's insects are also flying, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. I think I'm just out here, but I'll play it out. So I'm gonna triple block the troll.
All right. How big is the
Steamkin's a
Steamkin?
4/4, and then Gibbering Fiend's a 2/1, and Etching is a 2/2. So it's 4, 5. That's 7 total power toughness.
Okay. I'll kill the Storm Kiln. Yeah. That one. And then I'll kill the thing with Delirium.
Cool. 2 good
I
things
think
to go.
Those are the right two to do.
Yep.
And then the troll will die and be exiled. So,
Certainly will.
It's real nice not to be involved in a combat step, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It's relatable.
Sitting
Oh,
back
and then I'm
watching
taking
the
what,
violence
14?
14, yeah. That troll did absolute work. Jeez Louise.
Dude, it's such a good card.
Why is it a common? End step.
Your finisher fetched you a land this turn.
That's pretty awesome. That is pretty
That's a good boy.
I might be putting that troll into a Rami, to be honest.
Dude, you have to. It's so good.
I don't have that great of stuff in my...
A single generic mana to swamp cycle it? Are you kidding me?
All my stuff gives John stuff. Like,
Yes, give me spiders.
I'm gonna do a Nighthawk, an Arachnogenesis, this Mind Stone, and do I have a land in here? Yeah. And I'm gonna bring back the Nighthawk.
All right.
Boo. I wanted spiders.
I have multiple things in the graveyard that can give you spiders. Go ahead, John.
Oh, big sad. I wanted some spiders. Alright, all these boys. Upkeep. I take 4 damage.
Nope, I killed that.
Oh, you killed that?
Yeah, it's gone. Sorry.
Oh. I don't take 4 damage. I draw this card.
Right now I've got O'Hare and a vase.
I think the most sensible thing to do right now is going to be 4 and a white. I'm gonna play Visions of Glory to create a 1/1 human for each creature I control, which will be 9. I'm gonna make 9 human tokens.
Yikes. So we all take 9?
No,
Nope, just one.
Oh.
Yep, Camball's only 1 or more.
Oh.
But 9 more friends. And then Visions of Glory itself has flashback later. The cost of it goes down by X equal to the greatest mana value of a commander I own.
Huh.
So yeah, I can cast this again later for
X plus
7.
3.
X minus 3.
5 and double white. I can cast it for later.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Great, but you know, it's something. 9 new little friends. I imagine the correct answer right now, though, is going to be, let's see, zombie.
Probably killing me.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can kill you. I don't think my insects are only 1/1s.
I only have
A
2
lot of
flyers.
True.
So
Vampire
guess you
Nighthawk
technically
2, 3.
can't kill me, and that will also gain life. So
Yeah, so I don't think I can. Yeah, but I have no reason to keep up this decayed zombie because it can't block anyway.
Right.
Things 3/3. Alright, Maybe I do just leave it. It's just extra token for me, but it can't block. That's the thing.
I mean, if you send it at me, I'm blocking with Vampire Nighthawk and gaining some life.
Yeah, I know.
And then I'm pretty sure Snoop can just block it.
Yeah, I can block it. I got 2 3/3s. What you could do, John, though, is no, never mind. It doesn't even matter, right? Because I could give you a bunch of well, not a bunch, maybe 1 or 2 Decayed Zombie next
Yeah.
Probably
turn.
it only triggers once, so unless you're making multiple at the same time.
True.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I have no reason not to. All right, let's just make this easy.
Yeah.
I will send 3 of my insect tokens at Joseph, and 3 more insect tokens and the decayed zombie at Snoop.
That's just rude. Right. I'll block the Decayed Zombie with my 3/3.
Yep.
And then I'll block one of the insect with my Will Elf.
The insects have flying.
So does it will help.
All my zombies have flying.
Oh. Yes, they do. You're right.
Flying
So I'm
zombies.
just- So I guess I'm just taking 1 from the remaining
2.
insect.
2.
2?
Yep.
Alright, there you go.
And Joseph dies.
Dead.
Amazing.
I lose 2 of these tokens, and then the decayed zombie eats itself. Delicious.
I just want to show that I'm being a nice person. I could have gone out with Red Elemental Blast destroying Will Held, but I didn't. I'm a good person. I don't king make.
I passed turn.
Alright.
Great game, guys. Thanks for taking me out. I feel like the threat.
You're planning to run it back, right, Joseph?
Oh,
Or are you
yes.
trying to run another game back at least.
Yes. At least, I would say.
Ow.
Quick question, John.
Yes.
Your commander deals 1 damage per tokens created.
Whenever 1 or more, correct? Yeah. So he'll see the entire group of tokens come in, and it'll only be a single life. It's not like Mirkwood Bats or Ellis. Like each of them will see each token. Camball
Oh, so
sees
it's-
the group.
Alright, so it's like token type per turn. It's not per instance.
Yeah, like it depends how those tokens are being created. So like if you're making a bunch of them in like a single instances, then Camball will well, Camball only makes me a token copy once a turn. You know what I mean? So he'll
Right.
only see the first token you create. I won't get any more copies past that point.
Alright.
However, like I said, if that first token generation is a bunch of tokens, then he will create as many as equal. You know what I mean?
It is worded confusingly.
Alright, shit. I'm gonna try something. That's probably gonna be stupid as fuck.
I'm game. Can't be stupider than Saw in half.
No, just wait. I'm gonna tap for 3. I'm gonna cast Phyrexian Altar,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, is it Gravecrawler?
no, pretty close though. I just need to figure out how to make my turn work. I'm gonna hold up. I need to make some calculations. Some-
Are you gonna have to crank it up every time to sync?
Dude, mats are hard.
Just count each other anything. Cool.
Math is the worst.
It really is. Oh shit, I didn't play my land for a turn. That's gonna help right out the gate. And then step 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna try it out anyway. I'm gonna cast in Putrid Goblin for 2 mana. And then I will sacrifice with Fearsome Altar Wing Scab for 1 floating black mana. And then
you make a Decayed Zombie?
I made one.
Okay, then yeah, that's the token that Camball sees, so I create one as well, and each of you lose a life, and I'll gain a life.
Now I need 5 mana. More. If I sacrifice this guy, Undying is it gonna work on him?
He'll come back with a -1/-1 counter. The Putrid Goblin? The Persist? Is that what you're talking? No, you're talking about Undying. Sorry.
Oh yeah, alright, it's gonna work. Cool. So I'm gonna sacrifice Putrid Goblin. Then he's gonna come back. It gives me 3 Decayed, 2 floating blacks. I'm gonna sacrifice all 3 Decades. Gives me
Delicious.
5 black mana. And then I will tap 1, consume all 5. I will play Nick is unallowed. And then I will relentlessly
Yeah, that's Infinite Zombies, right?
Infinite Zombies, yeah.
Infinite
Nice.
Zombies, infinite mana. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and then what?
It's a solid question.
Infinite
Oh, no.
Zombies? Pass.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've done it.
We've all been there.
Hang out.
So it's Infinite Zombies, infinite mana.
I'm gonna sacrifice one of them. I will cast a Carrion Feeder.
That's an infinitely large carrion feeder.
This is great.
My carrion
Oh,
feeder
man.
is an infinity.
Oh god, who wants to sit through all of that arena animation for Decayed?
Oh god.
I would have.
but
I
the
would have.
thing
I
is,
would have
like-
quit already.
Mhm.
The thing is, I can't
Deeply
even
conceited. Yeah, but
No, but you've got an
Infinite wins,
infinite
man.
amount of blockers, but I kill you in the air.
win. No, because the 2/2s don't block.
yeah, the
Oh,
2/2s
you
can't
don't.
block.
No.
But
Gosh.
think of how much you did. You know
Yeah,
how I
it's
feel
insane.
right now.
Imagine if I didn't have to sacrifice my scab.
True. If they all had flying, imagine
You'd
if.
be in a great
Yeah.
spot.
Do you have any cards in hand?
I do, but they're not really meaningful. Is there anything that I kill on a fish that would mess up with his turn to where it wouldn't be able to kill me? That's the question.
Getting rid of my Swarm Weaver would make these 1/1s.
So if I get rid of Swarm Weavers, the 1/1s leave?
No, they stay, but they lose the +1/+1 because they're all 2/2s technically right now.
Alright,
The
so
Swarm
I'm gonna-
Weaver gives.
So that at least negates the amount of damage you'd be taking.
Yeah, what color is Swarm Weaver?
Oh, it's black.
Swarm Weaver is black green.
Alright, so I'm gonna Tragic Flip Swarm Weaver.
Something's died this turn infinitely.
Yep. Is there anything else that's sort of annoying?
Oh, I'm not BRB H2O anymore. I forgot I put that there, if I'm being honest with you.
Fluids
have
have
any
been successfully
enchantment?
cycled.
What else do I get rid of? Clear those cards. Speaking of your upkeep,
That's milling 2 cards at the beginning of my upkeep. Just feeding the graveyard more.
Heard.
let me look at the top card of your library at any time.
I can't believe you guys successfully dealt with the O'Hare threat and are sitting at these life totals right now.
Fish.
I was an inch away.
Yes.
How would you feel? Is there any negotiations possible with you if I were to kill John's Commander?
I mean, then just lose to you on the swing back.
Or lose to John?
He's at
Or
the
lose
bargaining
John.
stage for grief.
John does have a lot of creatures in play.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? I go after John, I die to you. Go after you, I die to John. Unless I have the ability to somehow kill both of you, which would be cool, but I don't think that that is in this deck.
Because the thing is, I can either get rid of your enchantment or get rid of John's Commander.
This enchantment isn't really doing much for me right now.
True.
It does give me the ability to cast stuff off the top. And then
I mean, I could
this
get rid of
enchantment-
anything on your board.
I'll be
Okay,
back
well,
shortly as well.
I can explain what everything's doing for me. Winter is my biggest thing. If it's at instant speed, you might want to try to get rid of the Railway Brawler when I play it, or John's Commander. But my biggest threat is these insects at this point.
Yeah.
And maybe this Nyx Weaver can get a card from my graveyard if I sacrifice it and pay 3 mana. Which I can do right now. So
I think what I'll do is I'll get rid of I'll cast Feed the Swarm and get rid of John's Commander,
Campbell?
then take 3.
and then I'll take 3 damage,
Alright. Move Campbell to the command zone.
and then all the rest is just tokens.
Yeah, literally my board is tokens. That's
Yeah.
if you want to talk about cards on the table, this is essentially it. The most efficient thing that I can do on my turn is maybe flashing back this Visions of Glory, but I doubt it. I don't think I have enough mana for that.
Yeah. All right. I'll keep my last card. I'm just gonna sacrifice one of the invisible tokens. I'm just gonna. All right.
We're
Yeah.
still on the assumption, yeah, you have infinite decay zombies, you have an infinitely large carrion feeder, you've got infinite
Yep.
mana.
But they're all summoning sick though.
Yep.
That's a big thing. So I'll just sacrifice one of my zombies with Will at my end step, and then draw. And I will, unfortunately, I have to pass turn.
Okay. At your
And-
end step.
On
I'm
the
just looking
cusp.
through my graveyard. Sorry, John, go ahead.
No, I was just telling Snoop is like on the cusp of greatness.
Dude, I was missing just one card. Would have been beautiful. Fish, let me know if you feel like short one creature for John. I can open the
Trying
way.
to figure out if I can kill both of you right now, actually. I'm still in your end step here.
All according to Kate.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do a black and a green +1, and I'm gonna exile this Nyx Weaver, and I'm gonna return the Swarm Weaver to my hand. I don't think I even have enough mana to be able to pull this off, but we'll find out.
I just figured I'm disappointed. If I didn't sacrifice our goal at the start of the game,
That would have been, yeah, that would have been nutty if you
it
didn't
would have
do
been
that.
gross.
Let's have a
Hey, still, for what it's worth, the board state you got yourself to, that's nothing to be disappointed in. Like, yeah, I didn't quite get there, but look at the cool thing you did. That's amazing.
There's still hope.
See, I don't think I have enough mana to be able to do exactly what I want. That stinks.
If you let me live, I'll get rid of all my tokens.
Bargaining over here.
We'll play it fair and square.
He's gone through denial. He's gone through anger. He's in bargaining.
I'm so close to being able to do exactly what I want to do. I'm like 2 mana off. Stinks. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, what I did, and cast this other spell in my hand. But that's fine. I'm gonna cast this Railway Brawler for free. Then I tapped green black +2 over here for the Swarm Weaver. I'm gonna ETBs. I'm gonna make 2 more of these insect creatures with flying. I definitely have that. Actually, maybe I should have done this differently. Oh well. Actually, how? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Does that do anything crazy for me?
Snoop continued to do some infinite stuff, but just had no out. Fish at the end step recurred the Swarm Weaver and has
the Swarm Weaver. Go ahead. Sorry.
He's played it into a Railway Brawler.
Yeah, so he's gonna get 2 +1/+1 counters, and so are these ones. These, I'm just gonna make a new pile for these.
Yeah, oh, and Camball died too. Which sucks because I'm holding protection, but I ran out of mana.
I think that the play I'm about to do just wins me the game, so I think I'm gonna do that.
I'm in for it.
Yeah, let's move to combat. Yeah, let's move to combat. I will swing. I'm gonna swing 4 of these insects over at you, Snoop.
Are you cold?
And then 2 of them over at you, John.
What's the strength of the insects?
They're 2/2s with flying.
Alright. Is that all you're sending for a combat?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I have no blockers that could block them, so
Yeah,
I have
I'm gonna also swing the Vampire Nighthawk over at you, John.
I'm currently taking 6.
Yes. And then that's all of my combats. All of my
In response, Alright, so in response, before combat happens, I will sacrifice 2 zombies, and I will cast Terror, destroying one of the 4 2/2s you're sending my way.
Okay.
So I'll go down to 6.
They are green insects. They're black and green.
They're black and green.
Oh, they're black and green?
Yeah, they're black and green insects with flying.
God damn it. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I thought I lived for a sec there.
You wanna blow up one of my soldiers just to not waste the spell?
Sure. I don't think it really matters, but
Well, they're all gonna die anyways, because I'm gonna cast a Deluge of Doom, giving all creatures -3/-3.
Oh no! My board!
So I believe that all of my insects will die. This vampire nighthawk will die, get exiled, and then this Stitcher supplier will also get exiled. And then these will get exiled or die. I believe that's tapped. No, it's not. It's like 2 mana. Look at that. I can look at the top card of my library at any time. Then I will play this Evolving Wilds as my land for turn. Move to end step. Trigger ya boy. Winter. I'm gonna do Ishkanth, or however you pronounce that. A sorcery.
It's
Ishkanath, an instant, and an artifact.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna bring back Ishkanath.
Honestly, I could probably just save you time. I'll probably just concede to you, honestly. All my tokens are now wiped, and no matter what I play, you have more creatures than me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just concede to you.
Cool.
I mean, what? I got a
I
top
top-
deck. Yeah.
I top decked the Deluge of Doom that turn.
Yeah, the best I could do in my turn would be a Zulaport Cutthroat, make a 0/4 wall, and a Voice of Victory, but that wouldn't get me anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
GG.
That was Golgari Reanimator doing Golgari Reanimator things.
Well done, everybody. Everybody participated. Also, Joseph was here.
I mean, he did like he cut all of us down to half of our turn, half of us.
Guys, you know I got...
Finger guns, like in the office where we all had finger guns. The troll. It was a turn 3 troll of Khazad-dûm is just dead. It's so good. All right.
running it back. If I didn't sack Rabin, I could have gone through my entire deck in one turn and just spawn something to ping and win.
Well, I just found none of my token pingers, you know? Camball only gets there so far, but... Yeah, Ellis would have helped. Definitely. Yeah, it would have. I finally threw Marionette Apprentice in here.
Yeah,
I've been
Marionette
sitting on
Apprentice is fantastic.
Yeah, let's do some flashback.
Snoop, I'm gonna let you pick. I can play my Miss Bubbleflower deck, or I can play Hazel of the Root Bloom.
I think you want to play Ms. Bumbleflower and make me draw.
I'm gonna make everyone draw. That's the plan. Bubbleflower is like, it's still my favorite deck to play right now. It just does so much fun stuff. It just does so much fun stuff.
Imagine a game with 2 Bumbleflowers. Everyone's drawing like 8 cards per turn.
It keeps tantalizing me. You guys know my shop nearby opened back up again recently. They've got the Bumbleflower pre-con at retail. I'm really considering it.
I think it's fine.
It's a great pre-con, so it totally...
Like if for nothing else, to get some of its good parts that came out of it, you know?
Oh yeah. There's so many good cards in this precon. Oh, good old Purge Protection.
Yeah,
I do
Purge
like
Protection.
John's probably got a little PTSD from the last time he saw that card. I gifted him an extra turn, and he killed everyone else, and then I made him draw from an empty library. That was fun.
Purge Protection actually killed my pod. Played Purge Protection and pissed someone off, and no one ever played again.
Oh, jeez.
It's the precon card.
It's like, guys, they printed this in a precon. This hand could have been so cool. It might still be.
Do it.
You guys might. I think I'm gonna put it back.
Joseph, do you want to shuffle up the turn order?
This was Kroos, Divine Resilience, Mana Drain. Hey, it's good. But I had another turn one go like Soul Ring, but it wasn't doing anything for me really. So I was like, I'm not blinded by turn one Soul Rings. That it wasn't a bad hand. That was a turn two Ghostly Prison. I want something a little more spicy. Nope.
My hand was cool stuff, but 0 lands.
Same. No, actually, I had one land, and it was entering tapped.
I won a one-lander and CDH the other day. What is this? Why is random cute soul hanging out in my deck box? I forgot about. Yeah.
Maybe you were planning to put it in the deck?
I took it out for Teferi, but I think I need to find another cut to put Cutesel back in and have both. I like both. Redundancy never was a bad thing in this deck. Just I think 3 of them would be bad. Yeah, we'll do this one.
We'll one-lander.
We'll do that.
Lear is doing me dirty tonight.
Yeah, sure. 2 lands in a dream sounds great.
I need like 2 to get going, and then I can like start doing card draw spells to draw more, but need something to get out of the gate, you know?
All I need to get out of the gate is fish to play Hauling Mine turn 2.
I do not have that in my hand, but yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. Howling Mine in this deck, I could punish some people with that sucker. So it's.
I guess with the
wanna-
Crawler card, yeah.
I don't have that in here.
Did you remove it?
I don't think it's in my. I think I removed it a while ago. I don't think it's in my list anymore.
All right, we'll give this a go. It's fine. I'm not going again. Might be a little slow, but we'll try it.
That's kind of where I was at too. So a little slow, but. Are you going to give a rundown of what your deck does since you're playing a new deck? We can do that on each of our first turns, maybe.
What's that? Nope. Yeah. But so I've got Lear, Disciple of the Drowned. We're gonna be doing flashback Spellslinger, essentially, is what we're trying to do here. But I will start with Hall of the Storm Giants. Comes in untapped, and I will pass.
All right, I am Fish, and I'm doing Ms. Bumbleflower. I call this deck Bumbleflower Mafia because the bunny is. This deck is pretty much a mob boss, gifting people cards, and yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. So yeah, I'm gonna play a tap Central and Harbor and pass.
All right, I'm playing Will Out again. I basically make zombies, want him to die for hopefully a payoff this time. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so draw for
I
turn.
want to see it happen this time.
Oh, yeah, I hope it happens. I'm gonna play Comment Tower, and I will pass.
Not yet. Who knows? I might be giving it +1/+1 counters. Yeah. First blood. Kilimanjaro.
Overkill.
I've almost downloaded Halo like 6 times in the last month.
Pass.
Untap upkeep draw. Okay, I'll take that.
Say what?
That's
Aren't the multiplayer servers up for like the Master Chief Collection?
They are. You can still play Master Chief.
Bro,
They can do co-op.
Next time
I'm
you
like
visit me,
95% sure you can do co-op on those.
Say next time you visit me, I've got 3 on disc. We should co-op.
I'm gonna play the backside of Witch Enchanter as a land. Tapped. I will put this over here, and then I'm going to tap 1 for the Ozolith, or an Adamantium Bonding Tank. The pass.
All right, draw for turn. All right.
I'm so happy that I'm feeling better. I was feeling like crap earlier. Holy cow.
Now play Swamp. Cool. Tap 2 and play Putrid Goblin.
It's back.
And I will pass turn.
Hello. I'd love to.
Those
At your
lands are the best.
At your
Sorry,
end
John.
step, I'm gonna do Reality Shift on Togo. Yep, manifest top card of your library.
That's hilarious. That wasn't rude.
So because here's gonna be the thing, I ain't gonna be doing much anything else. I will pass. Way!
I'm gonna play a Skycloud Expanse as my land for turn.
Sorry.
And then I'm going to do. I think I do the funny thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do a green +2 and cast a Bloodroot Apothecary. Joseph, go ahead and have 2 treasures.
Treasure?
Doesn't that pretty much mess up Joseph's entire plan? Sure.
I'll pass. It's definitely it was a good top deck. You get 2. Enters each target opponent and you and target opponent each create a treasure token. You're right. I apologize. I thought it was 2, and yeah. But whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-creature token, that player gets 2 poison counters.
Alright, I'm gonna play Shipwreck Marsh. Enters untapped because I have Sweater Land. I will tap for 3. Play Headless Rider. Whenever Headless Rider or another non-token creature zombie. Oh my god, I cannot English tonight. Whenever Headless Rider or another non-token zombie you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie token. Not decayed this time. I'll pass. I'll leave it at that. Sure. I mean,
You don't want to make a
would
deal with
come
the
back,
mob
though.
boss?
How much do you need to die though? Because Putrid is a 2/2, but if he dies, he comes back. Sure, I'll make the deal. So he dies, comes back as a 1/1. I'm just gonna put a dice on it to remember. Oh, it doesn't die? Wait, so
Joseph's
your
creature's only
card
1/1.
dies.
Yours is a 2/2.
Alright, that's fair, that's fair. Alright. Just remember what I've done for you, Joseph.
Alright, you get 4 poison counters now.
Yeah, you get 6 poison counters. It's 2 per token. Or no,
Yeah, he
2.
only-
Sorry,
Yeah.
4. So 4 poison.
I just need to top deck that Dreamtide Whale. We'll be in business.
Solves. Okay, well, we'll get there eventually. One of my few tap lands in here. That's quite unfortunate. But it is Halimar Depths. I get to look at my top 3 and rearrange them. Delightful. We're gonna do that. Rearrange. Yep, top, spin, top, look at the top, and pass.
Alright, untap. That's not enough piece and draw.
Dang. That was a monkey paws moment. It was like, deck, I need a land. Sure. Tapped.
I'll play an island.
Unbelievable. I know. I really need to take Halimar Depths out of here. I really don't like it.
The mob boss is here.
Oh, mob boss, that's a queen.
The mob-
I love Bumbleflower.
Me too. It's such a fun deck to play. I'm like over
Really
here
is.
just gawking at all the fun things I get to do that are in my hand.
Yeah.
Whenever I go to the store, though, I get aggroed so bad when I play Bumbleflower.
Makes sense, as it should be.
I'm just trying to gift cards.
That's never
Um,
true.
Oh.
It's a genuine shame that anime one has just been so priced out of oblivion. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah, it's insane. But it's etch foil though. I wouldn't even go for it just because it's foil.
It's like
Um,
$600 last I saw.
I am going to pass the turn.
All right. Draw for turn. I'll untap my lands. Let's see. I'll play Swamp. Then at 4, we'll bring in Will Elf.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will, at my end step, sacrifice Putrid Goblin, which will come back as the 1/1.
Draw that card, baby. Make a 2/2.
But then,
Oh, you make two. You make a 2/2 and a decayed 2/2.
yep.
Doing the math in my head.
And then I will draw for Will, and I will pass.
Sweet.
That's the wrong.
Untapping here.
I'll send you the link. Okay.
Draw for turn.
Yeah, we don't use that anymore. I'm trying to remember it specifically.
Okay.
Vampire Dog Survivors. Wait. That's correct.
First things first, I'm going to do Terramorphic Expanse and sacrifice it, which will make it 2 more rocks. Searching for, I believe, a swamp here. Bonk. More rock.
More rock.
That's all I'm trying to do, man, is more rock.
Oh, rock on, rock on.
And then hit my boy Casket.
What do you want?
Pass turn.
Yep.
It's John's time to shine now.
And if you sacrifice them, you're dead.
Basic Island.
And the mob boss is here. Any reason at all, whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-creature token, that player gets 2 poison counters.
I'm gonna finally be able to draw some cards. Concentrate. Yep, it's blue harmonize. It's useful in my
Understood.
deck. 7. Oh, I've got one too many cards in hand. I will discard. Huh. I don't have any. I went looking. I didn't have any. Yeah.
This is my card I'm drawing. I'll just wait so you're good.
I'm gonna discard pour over the pages.
All right. My turn, good?
Yeah. Yep.
I will draw. Thank you. I will play a forest. I will do a blue +2. Yeah. A blue +2 for propaganda. Trigger Bumbleflower. John, I'm going to let you draw a card.
Yay.
Then I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on the Bloodroot Apothecary, and it will gain flying until the end of turn. I'm going to move to combat. Snoop, I'm going to come at you with a flying 4/4, and then you'll get 2 poison counters if you don't have anything to block with it.
So I'll take 4.
And then 2
I'll
poison.
I'll set dice aside for the poison counters.
That will be my turn.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Turn. Tap.
Silent will sanctuary to start, and then when you get an option for another Arcana, do the extra boss chest one. The dark.
I'll play Underground River as my land for turn.
Sorry, what, Joseph?
I'll tap
Oh,
a
you
call
overheard
rest.
me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you still playing Vampire Survivors? Nice. Have you been playing any of the? Yeah, you've been playing some of the new stuff that just came out. Yeah, how is that?
Fallout World's better. No, it's not similar at all. I said it was better.
Alright, I'll
It was
play
it's completely subjective. I really like Fallout. I never got into Final Fantasy.
I'll play Scarab God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the Scarab God.
It doesn't do much for now, though. Yeah, but what I'll do to make it a little bit less scary is I'm gonna go to my end step, and I will sacrifice a Decade to Willow to draw a card. And I will pass.
For some reason, I got the Scarab God and the Locust God mixed up. I was like, you drew a card, create a Locust. That was just in my brain.
Honestly, F to our boy, the Scorpion God. He got shafted so hard in his
Yeah, he
abilities,
did.
you know? No one cares about him.
By the way, Scry X, is it individual scries? How does that work? Can I put him? Oh, cool. Alright, damn, that's busted. Yeah, I thought it was like one at a time. Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Respond.
You're gonna respond?
Yeah, I'll respond.
Okay, you respond then.
I'm going to exile last. I'm gonna misdirect the Chaos Warp. That's the question.
Is it the Scarab God that's getting?
Nah,
Chaos
dude, that's
Warp
nuts.
here?
That's sort of that's what my heart is telling me. My gut says screw over Joseph and just hit Togo again, but
Togo's the play.
no,
It's definitely not the right thing to do right now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna misdirect it to the Scarab God.
Alright, so what I'll do is I'll tap Command Tower and I will play enough for You Cannot Refuse. And I will counterspell that bullshit.
All right, so the Bloodroot Apothecary is getting Chaos Warped. Oh, did you counter the Chaos Warp or are you countering John's spell?
Yeah,
if I counter is
it's really who do you want to have treasures, right? If you counter my misdirect, I get the treasures. If you counter the Chaos Warp,
Right.
Joseph gets treasures. But the Bloodroot.
fish. You're gonna make me draw a card next turn?
can make people draw cards. Yeah, we can make
Alright,
things here.
I will counter the misdirect. All my Scarab Gods down the board.
All right, so my apothecary's gone, and then I'll let you draw cards off of that. I'm fine with that.
Wait, I thought I was gonna stay.
No, you would have had to counter the Chaos Ward, which would have left both things on the field, I believe. I'm not sure. No, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
So I'm not
it.
getting. Oh. Sad. That was a great
And
play,
then-
Snoop. Well done.
And I'm in Fish's good terms for one turn.
Yeah, drawing cards.
We get treasures though, Joseph.
The treasures put him at two poison counters away from death. Not that close.
Yeah, because the real question is going to be how many random proliferate does John play? Or Fish, for that matter.
I think I only have the one thing in here, and it's the Dreamtide Whale.
Oh shit, yeah, that's true. That thing exists.
No. Have you missed a land drop? Yes. I think we're on turn 6 now.
Man. What a great turn of events that was.
Phyrexian Germ.
Okay, deck. What do we do? I mean, I've only really got one thing I can do, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Yeah, we're gonna try it. All right, 2 and double blue. I'm gonna play Consuming Tide. Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control and returns all other non-land permanents to their hand, and then I'll draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in hand than me. So everybody gets to keep one non-land permanent in play.
Damn, John, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, I'm desperately far behind, my guy.
I'm completely tapped out.
Nope, nothing for me. Yep. I'm gonna float this treasure for a, I don't know, green. Not that matters. And then I'm gonna keep Bubble Flower on the field. And I'm at 7 cards.
Yeah, I'll get a card count in a minute. Snoop, what, you keep it in play?
What else?
Alright. Don't forget to pick up your soul ring, too.
Oh, well, even the Soul Ring, John. That's
Yeah,
where
all
we're going.
non-land permanents.
Okay. After that has finished resolving, who has more cards in hand than 6?
Have 8.
I have 7.
So I'm gonna draw 3 cards?
Yep.
Sick. Nice. I found my land for the turn. We did it.
It's returning to end, too, so I don't even get the Willow proc.
Nope.
Disgusting.
I'm sorry. I was desperate. Boo this man. Yeah, I will have to discard a card at end of turn. I will discard. We're probably too far behind for Talrand. Go ahead.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. I will tap
It's like Cyclonic Red. It draws cards.
1 for the Adamantium Bonding Titties. Snoop, go ahead and draw a card. I will put a
Thank
+1 counter on Miss Bumbleflower. She will gain flying until the end of the turn. Then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a white and a blue +1 and play Teferi Time Raveler. Trigger Bumbleflower. On cast, I am going to give. I mean, is that just 1 card draw or is it 2? What were we?
Yeah,
What were
give me
we-
the card.
Are you really going to give it to the guy that sent everything back to our end?
Dang.
You know what? Since you did me a solid, I'm going to give you both this turn. Go ahead and draw.
You're amazing,
I will put a +1/+1 counter on Bubbleflower and then draw 2 cards myself.
Snoop, he was the easiest fold there. You said you were really gonna do that, and then you passed the card your way.
I'm going to just instantly 1-up.
Playing this man like a violin.
Actually, is there anything that I want to just return to someone's hand right now? I don't think there's much around that I'm going to do that with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have not played a land yet this turn, so I will do that now with this island. And then I will move to combat. And Snoop, you're getting 3/7 buddy. I let you draw cards. Now you get the mob boss.
For the low cost of a smack to the face.
It's not bad. Can be worth it.
This actually leaves the battlefield. The Adamantium Bondum Tank does have 1 on there. I forgot about that from the Bloodroot Apothecary.
Do you know what Bumbleflower feels like? Playing against Bumbleflower feels like when you were in gym class in high school and somebody, like when you're playing dodgeball, and somebody was really smart and knew if they threw a ball up so that you would look at it, they could just pelt you in the stomach.
That's what I do.
The card draw is the ball you've thrown in the air so that you get direct access to stomach.
That is so funny. I love that. All right, I'll pass it over after that.
Here, I'm gonna drop the turn.
I'm like, I'm not looking at the
One.
cards. I'm not looking at the ball in the air.
Hey, Fish, how did the Ozolith get counters? Because it got picked up with the tide, right?
Whenever it leaves the battle, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield.
Yeah, but
Right, but didn't
Adamantium Bonding
didn't-
Tank should also have gone with it.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's why it
you
doesn't.
just played it? Yeah, Yeah, you just
I'm an
played
idiot.
it.
Pat,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, you're good. I'm
All right,
also
I'm gonna
running
play-
out like 3 hours of sleep right now.
Fair. That man.
I'm
Were
gonna
you to
play Len for
Bucky's
turn,
today?
which
Be
is gonna
honest.
be-
So. No, I didn't go to Bucky's.
You didn't go to Bucky's on the way back?
No. My wife doesn't really like Bucky's that much. It's
No
too
way.
Honestly,
Get her
I'm
on
with
the
you, dude.
get her on the
I've been
microphone
there.
right now. Let me
Jordan.
talk to her. I'm kidding.
busy. I'm not that. Never mind.
All right, so
Fish,
I'm gonna play.
I'm with you. I went there once and it was kind of sensory overload. I'll
It
be
is
honest.
so overstimulating, and that's half the fun. I'm not like a
Alright,
merch
so-
buyer at Bucky's, but I like going there.
John, you can exile your graveyard.
Oh,
Oh
The bog.
no!
wah, wah. No, that's a
Then-
good call. That's a correct choice.
Wow,
Where was that? Where was that at last game against Winter?
true.
It wasn't
would've-
there, dude. I wish it was.
I would have been so screwed.
All right, I'm gonna tap 2, play Putrid Goblin, and then I will tap for 3, and then bring in Headless Rider. We're back at
We're back, baby.
initial turn.
Back to where we were.
Yeah.
And then going to my end step, I'm gonna sacrifice Putrid, bring it back as a 1/1. Make
We've been here before.
tokens. Yeah, I know, right? It feels like deja vu. And then I will drop. Oh shit! Do I need discard the fuck out of my hand?
Yeah, so you had 8 in your hand originally, so now you're back up to
Yeah.
8.
Damn, I should have played that way differently.
I mean,
I
you
can't
still
go
got a board
too
back.
far. Yeah, but I could have played that so much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. God. Alright, I'm gonna put Meat Hook Massacre. And then Carry On Feeder. Which brings me down to 7 now. 6, 7. Alright. I'm gonna pass turn.
I'm just throwing lands all
Alright.
over the place.
Draw for turn.
I'm gonna go grab water real quick.
Nice. For 4
I still have
mana,
my headset though, so if you do anything disgusting, I'll deal with
got
it.
it. I'm doing. It's not disgusting, but there is stuff that is happening here. So for 4 mana, I'm gonna play Mirkwood Bats.
Yeah, you will.
I will then
It's the
play
boys.
Fabled Passage and crack it.
So we're gonna take 2. and
Everyone's
go-
taking 2. I'm making 2 rocks.
Rocks.
This whole deck is just what can I do with a pile of rocks? I think I need a mountain right now. Keep it even.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I played a Mirkwood Bats. You've taken 2 damage.
Alright.
Because
Did you take it down or do I need to move it?
I didn't take it down.
No, we can't take it down physically.
I think
Oh, you can't
I
take it down?
can.
Alright, there you go.
Because I'm the owner of the thing, but maybe not.
Can you? I don't
don't
realize
know.
that. I don't think you've ever been able to do that.
Let me do Casket again as well. Hello,
It's
Casket.
so crazy.
Pass the turn.
Oh boy, oh boy. I hope so. Yeah, it's another land.
Land.
Let's go. The question is, how down do we go? Probably enough. We're probably fine. I'm gonna do 6. I'm gonna play Caged Sun. Naming blue. It'll give my blue creatures +1/+1, and when a land makes blue, I make an additional blue. I will pass turn after that. A simple
Alright.
turn.
Untap. Upkeep draw.
This is how we get back in this game, boys. Yep, but blue.
Yeah, I'll do a blue +2 for that propaganda. I will trigger Miss Bumbleflower. Yeah. John, go ahead and draw a card. I'll put a counter here.
I get to draw a card?
Yeah.
Yay!
Then I'm gonna play the Bloodroot Apothecary again. So I'll get a treasure, and I'm gonna give that other treasure over to. I think I'm actually just gonna give it to Snoop.
All right.
Then I also have I did the bump. Did I do the second Bumbleflower trigger?
Nope.
Or did I just do the ETB trigger on this? Joseph, go ahead, draw a card, and then I'll put a +1/+1 counter on Bumbleflower, and then I'll draw 2 cards because it's the second time it's happened in this turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 cards in hand. That doesn't matter right now. I need to move to combat. And Joseph, you have a 5/9 bunny flying at you. Okay. Perfect. And then I am going to 5. She's a 1/5 with 4 +1/+1 counters on her. Oh, okay. No, I apologize. I didn't. I am going to. Yeah, I'm just going to up this to fairy. Till my next turn, I can cast sorcery spells instead of they had flash. And then I will move to my end step, and I'm going to discard an Orzhov Advocus to hand size. And then I will pass.
All right. Untap my lands. Turn. Something right here. There, I'm just gonna play Gloomlake Verge for my land. I'm gonna tap colorless, play my Soul Ring. Then let's do blue 3, 4, 5. Gonna play Hardwing Scab.
Okay.
That I'm just gonna use it mostly as protection, honestly. Joseph's got flying. John is open. John, I'm gonna Jonah will send you a 2/2 zombie flying in the air.
That's at me.
Yep.
2 damage.
And then I will go to my end step and I will sacrifice Decade. Put Will out and then draw a card. Alright. I'll pass.
Glad it's here. Yeah, you're. Yes, I 100% love that land. I got rocks in my pocket. All right, going up to 8.
ballsy.
Yeah, just one's quicker than the other. Oh yeah, 2 damage. What does Oubliette do again? I'll sacrifice this for a blue and hit you with an offer. You can't refuse. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to let you draw a card. I put the counter on Bloodroot. Don't do it yet.
Yeah, do it at instant speed before you die or something.
Yes. Yeah, as soon as that card got printed, it got banned in Popper.
That's
Like
that's
it
so
was it was
funny.
like 3 weeks after its printing. They were like, "Nope, no more."
No, actually, funny story. It was banned when it was previewed.
Is that what it was?
Yep. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't even make it to Popper.
Hey, we printed this and it's got to be banned already.
Yeah.
Like what?
All right. Got to land. Now let's see. What do we do here? I've got my blue makes double blue. That's really good for me. So let's.
almost. Man, maybe I should have let that resolve.
Let's float a blue
I guess we'll find out.
and do a solve the equation. Search my library for an instant or sorcery. Reveal it, put it in my hand. Any response?
No, this is probably my fault. Whatever happens here is my fault. Go ahead.
Because you shouldn't have done that?
Yeah, I'm starting to regret countering your thing.
Dang. Crazy.
Yeah. Problem is, I don't even really know what does me any good right now.
Tutor for a tutor?
Maybe tutor for an extra turn?
Wouldn't it be better to have the extra turn when you're? I mean, unless you're ready to win next turn, but wouldn't it be better to have the extra turn when you're ready to win?
Yeah, that's just my problem is I don't know how I get there right now.
I thought for sure you were going to play your commander this turn, and then start digging with your graveyard, which is no longer. But yeah, I guess you could still do that, right? You cast this solve the equation, then you could probably still play your commander and then almost cast it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Frantic Search.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one. Draw 2, discard 2, untap 3 lands, right?
Yeah, we end up right back where we are, kind of, but I have my mana.
You get 1 land back, so you technically go up. You only are spending 1 mana on this.
Yep. It'll put me basically back where I am, but just with 2 more cards in my hand, you know? This is Storm Count 1.
Oh my god.
Just in case.
So, by the way,
it is my fault if this happens. I apologize.
Just in case.
Hey, man,
And the reason why is I have this in my hand.
I see.
So make 2 blue off of this. Use that last remaining floating. Do Frantic Search. Storm Count 2.
And I hope that it doesn't seem like I'm targeting you, Joseph.
I does not feel that way at all.
People good, because I don't want anyone to ever feel like that. That would be not fun.
Frantic. I'll draw 2, discard 2, untap 3 lands. We'll discard a land and I guess just 2 lands, I think, yeah. Just discard 2 lands, untap these. So now we're kind of back to where we are, which is
sick.
Good. Makes 6 mana here, float 1, cast Leer.
Storm Count 2.
3.
3. Storm Count 3.
Does Storm Count do?
It'll only matter if it matters.
It's keeping track of how many cards or how many spells I'm playing. So
there's cards with Storm on it, and that means that they get copied for each spell that was cast that turn.
yeah.
Sounds like he's got one.
So for example, I'm gonna flash back this Frantic Search because that's what my commander gives me now. Tapping 1 more mana, using 1 more land, using that last floating puts me back there. Flashback Frantic Search. Storm 4.
Very good at the Cage Sun out.
Draw 2.
This is all my fault.
Discard 2. Probably Jace's Sanctum and an island. Untap 3 lands.
This is like my High Tide Pauper matchup the other day.
Yep.
That's what I feel like's happening right
I
now.
mean, Cage Sun is just 6 mana High Tide.
Yeah, I know.
Is that going to be like a massive turn, or is it a game-winning turn type of situation?
I'm working on it.
I
I'll
think
find
he's
out.
digging.
I'm
I
trying
think he's
really-
digging.
The
to
storm
do it.
player is trying to fire off. He very well might fizzle.
Which is part of the fun of playing Storm. Let's be
For
real.
sure. I've yet to
You get
see...
to just
Basically, what John's looking for right now is enough card advantage to get him to a finisher.
Float a blue. Flashback the solve the equation.
Yes. Oh, you know what? It wouldn't matter anyway because the Leer says that spells can't be countered. So don't be so hard on yourself, Fish.
I know I would have in response. No, so here's what would have happened in response to him searching. I would have cast an Orange Chain
Oh, fair.
and targeted him, so he couldn't cast spells the rest of the turn.
That's fair. Well,
So I am beating myself up a little bit,
that makes sense.
just so I could keep you in check because I've got pretty much everyone. I feel like I had everyone else in check.
Man, I'm just making a pile of rocks. I'm just in the quarry.
Yeah, you could make the rocks. I just don't want you to use the rocks.
Yeah, you've kept me hampered this game.
Like, here's a
The
question for
only
you.
thing I want to do is sacrifice my non-creature tokens.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
While John's trying to figure out his turn,
Yes.
is it smart to put dual lands like these, Watery Grave, Hallowed Fountain, and Overgrown Tomb, inside a 5-color deck?
Yes.
And I ask just because I feel like with fetches and these, I feel like I'll have a good mana base, but I might feel like I'm running a little slim. But maybe I'm wrong.
It definitely affects. I mean, playing a 5-color deck, you're either going to be a turn behind everybody because of your tap lands, or you're going to be lower life than everybody because of your shock lands. There's no reason not to run them, I wouldn't say.
So it's probably better to just be lower life and on the same page as everyone.
Yeah. You just have to account for that when building your deck.
Perfect.
That is the
Thank you.
inherent tax of playing 5-color.
Well, I think in July I'm gonna buy that deck, so we'll have to hit some. I feel like I've got the upgrades for like creatures and stuff
Oh,
like that.
you're
like,
talking about Ulalek?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
dude.
that's hardly a 5-color deck.
It's mostly colorless.
That's
I know,
5-color
but-
in name only. Your Pain lands tapping for colorless is going to be all that you need for that deck.
Perfect. Then I won't worry.
And they all,
too much
they
about
all
it.
come in that precon had a really good mana base.
Yes, it did. All of the ones from Modern Horizons 3 did.
Certainly
I felt
did.
like.
That one especially though because the commander allowed for them to do a quote unquote budget 5-color mana base and still benefit from it because you need to cast colorless mana anyway. So the Pain lands become some of the best cards in that deck.
Okay, I promise this is gonna not dirtle as bad as it looks like
I'm
it's gonna
chilling,
be,
dude.
but my solve the equation from flashback is gonna get temporal manipulation.
Cool.
What does it do? I can't.
It's an extra
pull it
turn.
up for some reason.
Takes an extra turn.
Yeah, this is all my fault.
It
This
certainly
came
is.
with all the Pain lands,
It comes
I'm
with
gonna
all
try-
10.
dude.
I'm trying to be quick. So these 2 mana makes 4. Cast Aether Flux Reservoir.
Okay.
Storm count 6 for this turn.
Yes.
And then these two were these two, and then my last floating to do temporal manipulation. That'll
Yeah.
gain me 7 life. Puts me out of mana for that turn, and then I'll move to my next turn.
Pass to yourself.
Pass to myself.
Man, this is.
And hopefully I draw some card draw things. Are kind of running a little dry, but it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Hey man, as long as you're trying.
Yes, we're trying.
That was a whole lot of
So-
turn to gain 7 life, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever you need.
I know. It was more to like get cards set up and then get down the flux. So like now Storm will matter. So for these 2 mana, float 1 to Fairy's Tutelage. Storm of 1, gains me 1 life. On enter, I draw a card, discard a card. When I draw a card, target opponent mills 2. I will have fish. You can mill 2 cards.
All right, I will hit Sun Petal Grove and sink into Stupor.
I draw discard. I will discard a Thought Vessel. Play a Reliquary Tower for turn. That's very handy. What's remaining here?
Oh, so the backup commander isn't even Morphon? Sorry, I'll stop. I'll let you.
Oh, you're
We
good.
can talk after the game about Eldrazi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this last floating here for our good friend Treasure Cruise. Doot doot. Storm 2, gain 2 life. I will draw 3. We'll just spread those triggers, have each of you mill 2 cards.
Bow. Mayhem Devil
Approach
and
of the seconds.
Hairback Walker.
2 lands.
Approach of
I
the Second Sun and Illusionist Gambit.
paint it all in the swamp.
Bam.
Man,
Need to leave these
one
for
wrong choice, and I've got like straight gas in my hand right now. Snoop, I do have that Phyrexian still in here. I do have Scrawling Crawler. I was thinking of the one where I draw cards.
let's remove even more cards. I'll tap these blues, float a blue, and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ooh.
Gives me a storm of 3. I
Storm
gain 3.
staple.
Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a
God.
total of 20 mana value or more.
That's the 4.
2, 3,
The land count as mana, no.
9,
No, they don't.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Cool.
12,
Got enough there.
15. 20. A whole bunch of shit I didn't want to.
It's exile, right? Not mill.
Yep. Those go to exile. Yep.
I think. I mean, there was nothing super notable in my mills, or in my exiles.
Then big shock. I'm sure you're all are shocked to see. I'm gonna flash back that extra turn spell and do 1 more.
Whoa, shocking.
4, gain 4 life.
I mean,
I'm getting
you're
there.
No, you're doing it, dude.
I'm getting there, I promise. Nothing else to do with that last mana. Cool, let that go away. Untap. 1 more, I promise. Draw for turn. When I draw, Joseph Mill 2.
Hugh the Entwood and Dreadbore.
Play the island.
The art on that Dreadbore is amazing.
Yeah, dude. This was the metal posters? John, do you remember which secret layer this was?
That was one of the early ones. Yeah, it was like heavy metal posters or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like Dreadbore, Assassin's Trophy, Anguished Unmaking, really good stuff. Double blue and a colorless. Flashback that Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Storm 1, I gain 1 life. You all do the same Tasha's thing again.
He's out for 20 mana.
Yep, 20 more mana value, please. Thank you very much.
Oops.
18, 20.
Alright.
What a cool
Four is
card.
13. Plus 4 is 17. Well, the Dreamtide Whale's gone, so you don't have to worry about that.
Not stressed about it.
14. 16. 22.
While y'all are finishing doing that, tap these, float a blue, do Flow of Knowledge. Storm 2, gain 2 life. I will draw cards for each island I control, and then discard 2 cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll draw 6 cards, discard 1. 3, 4, 5, 6. Spread those Teferi's tutelage triggers around. You each will mill 4. And then I'll discard 2. I'll discard
Purge Protection is in the graveyard now.
Commander's Field of Ruin.
Crime Novelist is in the graveyard. It's one of the best cards in the deck.
That's a stupid one. My floating blue for Consider. Gain 3 life. Surveil 1, draw. Yep, surveil that island to the bin. Draw a card. Snoop, mill 2 cards. Alamar Depth. Float a blue. Do Opt. Gain 4. Scry, draw. Send that to the bottom. Draw. Joseph, mill 2.
Heard. Blasphemous act. Why couldn't have I gotten that with Tasha's hideous laughter? Imsgear. That would have been
The two
cards.
highest cost cards in your deck. That would have hit 20 almost itself.
That's 9
8
and
plus-
8. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a 17 between the two of them.
Oh gosh.
Floating
Dang
blue.
it.
Use the floating blue. Flashback opt. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scry, draw. Fish, mill 2.
Yeah. That's Chasm Skulker and Dovin's Veto.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
Chasm Skulker is actually probably one of the best cards in this
Yeah,
deck.
no joke.
Opt goes over there. Island, float a blue. Flashback, consider. Gain 6. Surveil, draw.
Okay, so you can kill someone here.
I'm gonna leave that surveil on top. Draw it. This gets exiled. Fish, mill 2 cards.
Glacial Fortress and Narset Parter Veils.
Sick Narset.
Yeah, that one was. I probably wouldn't have bought a Narset if it wasn't that printing.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you. Like if that printing never came, I would have just
Mhm.
stopped.
I like the OG printing. War of the Spark is special to me.
Yeah, I don't have any connections to that, so I'm having a hard time getting rid of my Ristic study, man. I think I should sell it, but
My last floating blue there. 2 more for Midnight Clock.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't draw anybody any cards or anything like that, but it gains me 7 life.
Are we done?
Yes, I'm done.
Oh my god.
Pass.
Wow. I didn't know if I would hear those words.
That was 3 turns.
untap, upkeep, draw.
Because I did an extra turn spell and then I flashed back an extra turn spell. That's my only extra turn card in the deck, so don't worry, that kind of thing is not going to happen again. But I feel like I have properly disrupted the game enough that I'm in an okay spot now.
By okay spot, you mean killing someone at instant speed?
That's the idea.
Yeah, John just
Sure,
has a
I'm gonna
loaded
be the
gun.
one to. I'm gonna be the one to try to make him kill me. I'm gonna generous gift the Aetherflux.
Ooh.
Actually,
Well,
hold on. I
he
need to tap in a
obviously
different
has to
manner.
nuke you, right?
I have to tap in a different manner. Hold on.
He gets his cast trigger first.
Yeah, I will let Snoop go ahead and draw a card. I'll put a +1/+1 counter here.
I mean, the correct answer is probably at you, but man, rolling it random sounds way
No
funner.
way. You're gonna roll a die?
No, you gotta play that shit right, dude. Don't
No,
make it
I
work
think you
through
should have
roll
to
a
pick
three
die,
turns.
John.
I think you should have to
you either
pick.
take fish out
Yeah,
or you do nothing.
You gotta pick, dude. 3 turns and just rolling it at randoms, the worst thing ever.
Chaotic neutral, let me tell you.
No, that's chaotic evil. You don't get to say neutral for that.
No, all right. I'll take your bait. I will activate Flux, pay 50, target you.
Stifle. It's coming.
I will do a white +2 and cast a riot control. I'll gain 1 life for each creature my opponents control, and then prevent all damage that would be dealt to me.
Wow.
Control
Second spell
5
is
creatures.
So
You should gain
creatures you
5
guys
from me.
control. 5 from you, and then it
one,
looks like 1, 2.
2, 3, 4, 5 from me.
So I'll gain 11 life.
Dang, dude. So all that setup was for nothing.
And then I
Seems
do
that
have a trigger from Bubble Flower on that cast, actually.
Give John the
I-
card. Give it to
I'm
John.
actually going to. John,
Yeah.
go ahead and draw a card.
I'd love to.
See, it wasn't for
And then I'll put
nothing,
a
John.
+1/+1 counter on Bubble Flower and draw 2 cards myself. Where were those at? Way later, way earlier in the
Crazy.
game. I just drew Esper Sentinel and Hard Scales.
Unfortunate.
All right, so you get an elephant, John. Oh, the mob boss trying to do mob
yeah.
boss things.
Didn't you gain 1 more life from Generous Gift blocking before Riot Control?
Who would gain a life?
You. It's Generous Gift.
No,
Didn't John
Generous
get
Gift
a
was
free
second.
and,
Was so the way that would work is I cast Generous and Generous Gift.
Oh, and then Riot resolved.
He activated Aether Flux, and then I cast the Riot Control. So Riot
Right.
Control resolves. Aether Flux, I believe, would resolve, but I can't take damage, and then
Yeah,
it would get
prevent
destroyed.
Damage.
It would get destroyed.
Would you have done that if I targeted somebody else?
No.
See, I should have left it up to fate.
I would have let you kill. I would have let you kill whoever it was, and then tried to remove it when you didn't have 50 life. Yeah, I'm going to.
Man, what a turn of events.
I'm going to. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna -3 to fairy and return the Caged Sun back to your hand, John. As well. And then I'll draw a card. I wanted that to be a land. So bad.
Poor guy.
Oh well. We'll move to combat. John, I'll hit you with a 7-11 in the air. Or I'll swing it at you at least.
Oh, excuse.
Bless you.
Sorry. 7 or 11?
It's a 7-11 in the air. So it's 7
7.
damage.
You got
7
it.
commander damage. And then I'll move to my end step and discard Rites of Flourishing.
I did 57 damage to myself this turn. What happened?
Why does Bumbleflower always foil your plans?
John goes in this elaborate storm setup. It's like, Bunny goes brr.
That's how mob bosses work, though, right?
I can't believe it, dude.
The reason why it's funny, Snoop, is it's not the first time it's happened.
It's not.
It might have been like the 3rd or 4th time that Bumbleflower has foiled one of John's plans.
Truly, the
Gross.
mafia will not allow it.
Oh, man, I would have just played Magic the rest of the night. I took a nap and I'm starting to feel good.
Yes,
Play
sir.
Academy Ruins. Let me look at my graveyard real quick.
Delicious.
Alright, I'm gonna pay 2, tap Academy Ruins, get Skull Clem back in my hand.
Ooh.
And then
After
after
all
that,
of
I
that, the
will.
Bloodroot Apothecary is still down.
I know it's still here somehow.
I'm gonna tap Soul Ring. I'm gonna play Skull Clem for a 1. Turn into Skull Clem. I will attack the floating one. Skull Clem to
Say
Putrid
spells.
Goblin.
Spells can't counter it anyway, so.
True.
Oh, that's right, because it's Teferi. And so
Teferi,
basically,
Oh, true. Teferi and
Also-
Lear. They double
Yeah.
can't be countered.
so that's gonna kill Putrid, but he's already at a -1/-1, so he's not coming back. From
You get
that,
to
I
draw
will
2
draw
cards,
2 cards.
which is the best.
I didn't really get a good opportunity to look. Did you all exile a decent amount of cards to that Tasha's laughter?
I exiled disgusting stuff.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Just
You basically exile all of my board wipes.
yeah. I would say you cleanly got a quarter of my deck.
Yeah, a little over a quarter of mine because the first one I hit like 6 2s. I was like, come on.
Laughter is one of those cards I'm always on the fence of pulling out of here,
No,
but then
it's
it
so
like
good.
always puts in work.
It's mono blue burn.
Alright, so I tapped 2 black, and then I brought in Undead Augur. And then I will tap 2 more. Bring in Ashna Altar. Whip. Skull Clamp to my zombie. I will sacrifice it with National Altar. It's gonna go in there, make me a Decayed. I will draw 2 cards from Death. I will then
Whoa.
I will use it to bring in Arcane Signet, which I will tap to Whip Skull Clamp right there, which I will sacrifice again. So I'm gonna have 2 floating, colorless, and draw 2 more. And I had 2 zombies dying, so I'm losing 2 life. Drawing 2 more from Corpse Augur. Jeez. Oh my god, I'm gonna use one of the floating mana to equip you. No, I'm gonna equip it to this guy, which I will sacrifice with Ashnod. Draw 2 more cards. And then 1 more because it's that guy, so I'm going down at 26.
Somehow I ended up at the tail end of life after literally all of that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that.
Going down to 2 floating, I will equip it to a Decayed, stack it,
Oh, absolutely
go up
ridiculous.
4. The Decade's going here. I'm drawing 3 cards, losing 1. I will lose 1. Equip it to this guy. Go up to 5. Stack it. Make me a Decade. I will lose 1. Draw 3 cards. I will use 2 of the floating mana. I will cast Jet Medallion. I'll pay 1. Equip it to a Decade. Sack the Decade. Lose 1. Draw 3. Yeah. Token, go up to 4.
If you're trying,
Poison
how many
counters?
how many non-creature tokens? Is that the first one that you've sacrificed? Because you'll get 2 more poison.
Yeah, it's the
counters.
first one. It's the first one I sacrificed.
Okay, you still get 2 more poison counters from Blood Root. I believe you were only at 2 before, so you should be at.
Yeah, I was at 2 before, so I'm at 4 now. Right?
Yeah, you can track that on if you click your name.
I got dice.
Yeah, sounds good.
On the side. Alright, I will use the loading 2. Which will go on to basically 0 mana. I'll play Warren Soul Trader.
That's a Phyrexian altar.
Well, I need to figure out what I was trying to do with that.
No, I kind of wish that I would have bought the.
I still have 1 floating mana because I have the Jet Medallion.
Yeah. Yep. It's not as safe with the Apothecary down, though.
No, it's totally safe. Apothecary only cares about non-creature tokens.
Right, that's what I was saying with those Soul Trader. It makes treasures.
Oh, that's right.
It does, you're right.
I mean, you still get 5. 4, I guess. Not hard stop.
I love Soul Trader so much. Again, another example of Modern Horizons 3 just breaking magic.
Modern Horizons just in general, you know.
Oh yeah, they all break magic, don't they? Ooh.
Okay. Alright, I will use Warren Soul Trader's sacrifice Headless Rider. So I will lose 1. Draw 3. And then I will use the token, the treasure token, go to 6. And I will Tragic Flip the Apothecary.
The Apothecary?
Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Governor removed.
I will put one of the counters on the Adamantium Bonding Take.
Yep. So that made me put those. I did lose 1 life though. No, did I? Yeah, I lost 1 life from. much are everyone's at?
Is that how much life is everyone at?
Yeah.
I have 46 life. John's at
looking at
21.
graveyard real quick.
Tree. Do you have a Sir Conrad in that deck? I haven't looked at the list in a while.
No, I don't.
Probably not because he's not a zombie, which makes sense. Flavor fail, I guess, if you put him in there, right?
Kind of, yeah. I will sacrifice those two, leaving me a decade from the regular zombie dying to create 2 treasure tokens. So I'm going to lose 2. I will play with Jet Medallion. Whenever a zombie you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life.
Good one.
And then I had 2 zombies dying. So I'm drawing 2 cards. Just trying to figure out my options there. Which mana do I need? Hard. Alright, I will sack that guy. The Warren Soul Trader for a treasure. And then I'm gonna see 2 life. I will remove. Yep. Oh, wait. I will sacrifice this guy. Will make me a decade. Sacrificing with Ashnod. So it sees itself die. I lose 1 life, and I draw 1 card. I will then sacrifice the Decade. Up to 4. I will sacrifice Warren Soul Trader. No, hold on. I will sacrifice Will Elf, which will go back to the Commander Zone with 2. Give me 6. I will then cast the Rooftop Storm. Or rather, so I can cast Will Elf for free basically now, right? Because of Rooftop?
Yes.
Alright, I will bring him back for free.
You
We're
do
dead.
have to pay the commander tax.
Oh,
I do?
Yes. Yeah, commander tax
I will-
gets applied as an additional cost.
So sacrificing Will Elf gave me a Decade. I'll just sacrifice the Decade with
Nice.
this guy. So I was done.
Well, the tax goes up every time, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
This-
first time he's done it, so he's got to pay
It's
2.
the first time I've done it. So that thing goes down to 1. And then because of that one, and then I got it up to 3. It's going back down to 1, pay a tax. I will then
Should I have taken any damage from the Diagraph Captain yet? Has that?
yeah, but I think you're about to all die anyway.
Cool.
So I'm gonna cast Relentless Dead, which I will sacrifice with Warren Soul Trader. Whenever one is dead, you may pay No, I will actually sacrifice it with. No, I will sacrifice it with Warren Soul Trader. Can I use the token from Warren to bring back Relentless Dead in my hand?
Sorry, what?
Alright, so if I sacrifice Relentless Dead with Warren Soul Trader, it makes me a treasure token. Oh, I already have one anyway. Yeah, so I'll crack my treasure token Folding Black. I will sacrifice with Ashnod, bring back Relentless Dead in my hand. And then I will use 2 of the floating mana from Relentless Dead dying to bring back Putrid Goblin on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just so you
then-
know, you would not be able to use the treasure to pay for the Relentless Dead.
Why not?
Because
The one you had, you would be able to.
Yeah,
the one you
yeah,
had,
I
you'd
used
be
the one
able
I
to,
had.
Sure.
but in the
Yeah,
future ones, the so the cost of the trigger is sacrificing the creature, so it dies
Right.
as a cost, and then that
And
win,
then it creates a
so the
token, so we'll be
win
able to
goes
use
on
it.
top. Exactly. So
Alright.
it would not resolve until after that trigger is on the stack.
Alright.
Right. But what if I may, if he already had a treasure down in play before the Relentless Dead, that previously owned treasure could be sacrificed for a black mana.
Correct.
Yeah,
Relentless
so I
Dead,
had,
yeah,
I had one
Relentless
from
Dead,
sacrificing World.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, Relentless Dead goes into the Ashnod's altar, then it has its trigger to pay a black and return to hand, and at that, or sorry, sacrificed into Warren Soul Trader, excuse me, to be
Correct.
able to remake a treasure. So now the Soul
Yeah.
Trader creates you treasure, and the Relentless Dead is back into your hand, and then I believe if you got the Rooftop Storm, I believe that's an infinite.
That is
cycle.
infinite. Yeah.
Yeah, I sacked it from. I used the treasure token to bring it back in my hand, but I sacked it with Ashnod to bring back Putrid Goblin.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
I'm
what I'm-
seeing the combo here.
Yeah, we're all dead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play Mikis, and then I will relentlessly loop Putrid.
Yep. for the
That
Ashnod.
works too. I was suggesting that you had it with just the Relentless Dead too, but yeah, that works also.
Oh yeah, and then I'll just individually ping
Gets
everyone.
us all with the
Sounds
diagram,
great,
Captain.
dude.
Yeah, nice.
GG's.
Got him.
Dude, what a freaking turn!
Dang
Holy
it,
shit!
dang it.
Yeah.
I didn't
went-
draw land for
stuff,
like
man.
4 turns, and that actually kind of screwed me. But
Oh,
that was awesome.
Yeah,
I
I-
am.
I like seeing a deck do
I
its
had
thing.
so many things in my hand. Like I had those 2 that I could have tutored something different,
Excellent
Oh,
work.
nice.
Excellent work.
and then I also had. I wanted first when I asked what everyone's life was at, I was gonna cast Army of the
Army of the
Damned,
Damned.
and then just sack 26 different tokens.
Dang, I was bummed.
That
I
would've
was
done it
sitting
too.
on Deadeye since the beginning of the game. I was digging for Peregrine Drake.
John, imagine this card with everything that you made us mill.
Ugh,
That would have been the
just
funniest thing ever.
zombies forever.
Zombies for everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, excellent
Oh,
work,
that was
gang.
sweet.
That
I'm
was
gonna
great.
say peace out to the old stream here. See y'all.
Thanks for hanging, everybody.
Let's stream.
I had 20